Hi, Matt from 4x4 Accessories and Tyres. So I've uploaded a few of these videos over the last couple of weeks because we've been lucky enough to get our hands on our development car, so the new 2023 Ranger. So we've already posted some photos and things up, some videos, and not only am I going to do a load of videos and about all our product that we're putting into it, I just want to give you guys a bit of an insight into how amazing this vehicle actually is. So we've come up into the beautiful North Yorkshire Dales again, and we're doing some proper green laning stuff. There's some big drops, but what I want to speak to you about is some of the features that this car now has. In one of my earlier videos, what I've put in is that this car's a lot more in the 21st century. Everything's now electronic. It's got some cool features on this new digital dash and big screen here, but I'm going to show you what it is actually capable of. So what we've got down here in the new 2023 Ranger is this new very cool looking, very sleek looking four-wheel drive function. So what you can do on the old car, as you're all aware, it's a bit clunky, a bit of a turn knob, but on here they've upgraded it hugely, and what you've got is this new electronic function. So what you've got down here is you've got your everyday driving, your two-wheel drive with a high box, and literally to put it in four-wheel drive on the same click of a button now. You can see that changing. It updates you on the dash as well. I'll go through in a second with that electronic display to how it looks. So, and you've got your 4-low box as well. Now, one of the coolest things that the old vehicle never had, but this one now does, is it's got a load of these different cool drive modes. So you can see on this function here what you've got. It says drive modes on there, and if we just zoom in a little bit on this dash, what you can see, so at the minute with a little bit of a turn, you can see we're in a normal function. If I carry on turning while I'm in that, it moves it into an eco. Very cool little design. We've got a tone haul. We've also got a slippery, caution slippery when wet, and you can see what that already does. If you notice when that came up on that screen, it'll probably do it when I go to the next function as well, is that automatically changes its preset mode to change that into four-wheel drive, knowing that you're in slippery conditions. So 21st century technology brought into an everyday pickup. It's the sort of stuff that you've been seeing in modern Range Rovers for the past few years, but now this new Ranger's got everything as standard. So I'll move that around again, and we will move it into mud and ruts. Very cool little design on there. What that also does is it changes this main screen to see the terrain around you as well. So what you've got, it automatically kicks in the camera. Now, what it also does on this screen, so the predetermined settings for that, it gives you diff lock, as you can see that it's put in onto there as well, but it also gives you your front pitch and your side-to-side pitch as well. So you can see at the top it's got the diff lock on, it's got the four-wheel drive in high box on, it tells you your current conditions, it's got this very cool background in there as well, and it's just showing you what sort of terrain you're on. And for all of the people that aren't really au fait with off-road driving, this enables you at literally the click of the button, and the car does everything for you. We've also got the last one on that list. Let's see what this one does as well. So that was stuck in muddy conditions, and we've also got a sand function as well. So you can see that's still got the same predetermined settings on there. It's got your diff lock on, and it's got it in a 4 high box as well, and that is determined by this little picture on there as well. If I come back out of that, you'll be able to see, if you notice at the top with the diff lock button, in the conditions that it doesn't need that, such as your eco mode or just your normal driving, as you can see that 4x4 shifting progress comes up and it puts it just back into your normal driving mode, so you don't really need to do anything else. So what I'm going to go and do now is I'm going to go a little bit further down this road, and I'm not going to hit these two walkers that are down there as well. I'm going to wait for them to get out of the way. But we've got a really steep incline, and another very cool off-roading feature that this car now has that it didn't have before. So we've come a little bit further down this green lane, and what we're going to do now is we're going to get to the top of this really steep incline and show you what this car is capable of, really, at the click of a button. So I've only ever experienced this function on sort of like new Range Rovers and things, and other off-road vehicles that are normally in the 70, 80, 90,000 pounds region. So as you can see, we've come to the top of this incline here, and I'm going to show you what this car's capable of. So as you can see down here, some new functions. what you've got here is you've got your parking sensors, you can turn them on and off. You've got your ESC, so your electronic stability control, you can turn that off as well. But what we've got here is this off-road button. So if I press that, what that does, it brings up your main screen here. So what that enables you to do, without the drive modes going in, it gives you two things. It gives you diff lock at the click of a button there, and that's shown up on there that the diff is now locked. That's highlighted amber and put a lock function on him. Now, I don't think I need diff lock going down. I would normally just use that to come up, or if I was stuck or anything. But the feature I wanted to speak to you about is this. So you've got a hill descent. Now, electronic function, click of a button. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to turn that off and turn that back on again. And what you can see is, if we zoom in on this screen, just to show you that that system's ready and it loads. So click of a button on there. On here, hill descent control ready. So as soon as it's ready, it brings up, it gives us our pitch, and you can see that from before it was sort of like more or less flat. We're now at an 8-degree pitch, and that's going to get worse as we go down. And then all you need to do is literally set you off and control the brake. You can actually even let go of the brake a little bit. And now all I'm doing is steering this vehicle. So it's going down at a steady rate. I've gone to a 15-degree pitch on here. You can see all the functions on here that the diffs are working. And it just allows some non-experienced drivers, with the click of a button, just to perform safely, just go down steep hills, get out of tricky conditions, all at the click of a button. So as you can see, we've come down this steep hill, we're getting to the bottom, and just a nice little ford at the bottom here.